in the UK, if for whatever reason we've become an amputee, we can rely on our National Health Service to support us in providing us with a prosthetic leg so we can walk and be mobile again. In many parts of Africa, this is simply not an option.
When I started being involved with Legs for Africa, it really surprised me that so much useful equipment is thrown away. Prosthetic legs, there's wheelchairs, there's all sorts of items that in the UK are used once and then they're discarded that could be given such a beautiful life again to help people in different parts of the world.
Disability issues in particular is something that generally as a society we know very little about. Adding on this extra layer of disability and recycling is such a wonderful breadth of awareness that this charity can provide. The aim of the Deliver a Leg campaign is to reduce our carbon footprint by making sure that these deliveries can happen sustainably by getting in touch with people who happen to be travelling to African countries and just take a leg with them.
It's really expensive to bring legs to Africa, so amputees there have to pay a fortune to get a leg, and so when you're part of an organization that brings legs for amputees, it really makes a difference in their life, and it's really fulfilling, it's really rewarding.
Legs for Africa is recycling most of the prosthetic legs in the UK, and soon we hope to be recycling the majority of prosthetic legs in Canada, Australia, Europe and everywhere else where there's an abundance of prosthetic legs. We hope to do that through a scheme of enabling Rotary clubs and men's sheds to dismantle prosthetic legs into their components.
We dismantle them now and they come into various different parts. You can take the foot off, you can take the moulding off. We have a specialist toolbox. It's marked men in sheds so that we don't have to keep going looking for all the different tools, and we'll be tried anybody who doesn't put their tool back in the right box.
We've got an easier life here in this country. I'm retired, I've got plenty of time, so we're working for the people out there.
We also recognised that maybe there was some additional challenges that amputees were facing beyond just not being able to have access to prosthetic legs. So that's where the idea for the community groups developed. They act as a place where amputees can get together and they can be around people that have been through the same shared experience. Because the problem is that after an amputation, people feel that their lives are over. People get worried that they're not going to be able to carry on existing and functioning within society. So these community groups, they act as a way to provide role models, provide examples where you can see people that have been able to get on with their lives after being amputated.